Good afternoon, name's Tony Hayes, and today's date is the 17th of June, and we're just coming up to about 2:15. Today we're looking at several movies been sent in by a client. There are two aspects of this, one being the actual visual anomalies that have been encountered, as well as some audio. Now, I had a quick look at one of them, and there seems to be a problem on the first one. I'm going to do them in the order these come. So this one is, let's get the property code for this one. This was taken on the 10th, so it's just about a week ago, and it's number 213532. There seems to be a problem with the audio. When you load it, the video goes in, and there's an error code. There's something wrong with the audio. I'm not sure with that one. So let's take a look at it in media player. See what the problem is. Right. Okay, a couple of things with this. The positioning of the camera isn't ideal. If the camera's sat on something like a white surface, it will reflect the infrared light out, and you don't need much of it to get a bit of this white out, cloudy appearance in this particular room. So the camera's far better being placed onto something that's dark rather than something light. Anything that reflects is going to cause a problem. The camera itself possibly could be because it's got like a misty effect. It could be dirty. Might be worthwhile having a look at that at the same time with that. Now, what I've noticed with this one, if I go back to the beginning, keep an eye on the clock. Now, this should go up in second. So this is it, 22:35, 30 seconds. Keep your eye on the clock, and you'll notice that it's jumping all over the place. It's actually okay now. Right, okay, when I tried it before, I've got the right one. Sure I have. Yeah. Okay. Right. So a bit of repositioning there. There's obviously no audio in this one. I'll come to the others shortly. So let's take a look what's actually in this one. There is a glitch in this. Yeah, the frame sort of judders. I'm pretty certain this is one of the small portable Wi-Fi cameras that when it sees something or hears something, registers it as an effect, as an event, and lets the householder know, normally by mobile phone, and can save a small segment of the movie. It's normally 60 seconds. Not 12, and it's normally 5 seconds in where you would normally capture the event that's triggered the camera, if it's a light anomaly or a sound as such, captures the 5 seconds before, and then another 55 seconds later. I'm beginning to suspect this one's been edited and chopped down. The problem with some of the cameras is the processing side of it, because it's particularly if it's fitted with a memory card, it's got to quickly save the movie at the same time, let the house loader know there's an event taking place, possibly an intruder. Because certainly when you the first 4 or 5 seconds, it blips as if it's struggling to process it there. Right, okay. The software I'm using on here is predominantly for the audio. That's the reason why I use it. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of different software now to see if we'll be able to slow it down, and we should be able to darken the video footage at the same time. Just to make absolutely certain that there isn't anything in there that's fast moving. Okay, just wait for that to open up. Okay, just using the same movie again as before. Okay, let's give it a few seconds just to prepare itself. Shouldn't take too long. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, that's ready now. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to slow this down. Remember which one I want. There we go. I'll slow it down a little bit. Obviously the video itself is going to get considerably bigger. There. Yeah. I'll go down a bit slower still. I can't see anything else except this. The frame breaking up there. Yeah, I think that's just a processor problem. It's causing the footage to split. Okay, stop it there. Okay. Let's just darken this a touch. Doesn't seem to be occurring now. Ah, there it is. Yeah. Let me just stop it there again. That there is the shelf. That is the TV that's there. There's the TV, there's the shelf. So I think that is the pure down to, and I'll stop it again. There. So keep an eye on the TV and the white shelf. Disappears, and now it's there. So I'm pretty confident that's just down to the processor of the actual camera itself. It was only glitch within this footage on this particular movie, so we can get rid of that. Don't need that, and likewise we can get rid of that. That's nothing in there at all. Just down to the camera. So let's look at the next one, see if we have the same problem with the audio. I think he did say on one of the emails that there was a problem. Yeah, got the same problem. Yeah, reposition the camera. That may well start it. Okay, got that one. I think we've all seen them a few times. Yeah. Yeah, that's some sort of airborne particle. On the email that I sent you, I think yesterday, I'll cover this in great detail. That's very typical of what we see, possibly insect, but more like just some sort of airborne particle. Once the infrared from the CCTV hits it, because that's obviously switched on all the time, something comes past, it just lights it up like a beacon, and the camera then accepts that as an event, and it captures it. So 100% confident that is, yeah, possibly. It looks actually a movement of an insect. We've seen quite a few of these. That's more likely dust. So just really out of helpfulness, really, even though I know it is certainly dust and an insect possibly beforehand. I'm actually going to slow it down and you'll see what I mean by that. Sometimes with the insects, it's the frame rate of the cameras is about 30 frames per second. If it's fast moving, something like with flapping wings, for example, will often look like a comb, which can look quite strange on cameras. So what we'll do what I did before, slow it right down. There it goes. Yeah. Excuse me. That looks more insect based than dust. The other ball after is undoubtedly just some sort of airborne dust particle. So we have seen thousands and thousands of these. It's one of the most common requests. I wanted to spend a bit more time on particularly those that I've got cameras for the first time, and it does all look a bit strange and weird, but rest assured what I was saying is correct. Okay, problem again with the audio. While I remember with the audio, I haven't come across one of these cameras yet where the audio is in sync with the video. And what I mean by that is with the audio you get a little bit of latency, normally about 1.5 seconds. So that's just down to the processor speed. They're only 30-40 pound camera. I expect them to do a lot of things such as save the movie, record, save alerts to mobile phones, at the same time capturing audio and putting it in time in synchronized with the video. It's often out by about a second and a half. There's obviously something gone wrong here that's caused the problem. It depends if some of the cameras have a hard drive in them, not a hard drive but a memory card. Others don't, just simply use the footage gets sent to the mobile phone. So it might be a question just reading through the instructions. If it's just one camera, then it may be faulty. So let's take a look at this one, see what's in here. I think this is the third movie, isn't it? Yeah, this is the third one. Let me just loop that so it plays it again. Yeah, that is definitely insect. It's certainly insect based, that one. Okay, with this one we'll put back into the other software and we'll slow it down, and you'll see this one for yourself. Okay, because you get a fast moving insect traveling at any sort of pace with a 30 frame per second camera, it has difficulty in capturing it in real time, and that's why the small object can look like tube sort of thing, and if it's flapping its wings you get this comb effect. So right, so we'll slow that right down now. Let's see how we get on with this. Yeah, slow this down, it's practically almost on a couple of frames per second now, so it is going to be quite slow. It comes from the right hand side, so just be ready for it there. There we go. Yeah, there's the first part, and there it goes. Yeah. You see the comb effect. It's IR lights it up. It's traveling at such speed that the 30 frames per minute can't catch up, and it looks like it's a duplication of each one of them. Running across and get that comb effect. So 100% insect, that one. So Okay. Let's look at the fourth one. The reasons why we do the movies now is that often we used to review and just send the email back, message back to say there's nothing there. People had difficulty accepting that, so when you actually see the process take place, it's a little bit more reassuring that there isn't a problem that you've got in there. The unfortunate thing for me is I was looking forward to hearing the bangs and knocks and stuff, so maybe you'd be able to do something else separately to that, and let's have a listen to them, because they're ones that I always find quite intriguing. So right, we'll look at it in normal speed at first. That's quite a disturbance. What's caused that to occur? Yeah, it's quite a movement, like a swirling movement. It is dust. The question is what's actually caused it to do that. Yeah, number 4. Let's chance that to process. We'll slow that right down. Yeah, it appears to be like a swirling motion. Using the cursor similar to that. I don't think it's a dust fall. You know, you get something like a fly, an insect, or something catches a cobweb and falls. Or sometimes when it's got caught in a spider's web and the spider gets out of its little hole to go grab the spider on its web, it kicks dust off. It'd be surprising just how much very little dust can make this effect. Undoubtedly it is dust, but what's caused it? Time is it? It's 12:15. Animal. I just find the swirling nature of it. Yeah, it seems to be going in different directions as well. Some to the right, some to the left. Window open. It is dust. What I'm not sure of is what's actually caused the dust. The dust is just there. If someone's okay, it's unlikely 12 in the morning, but if someone comes through, say for example that's the kitchen, walks through the back door, shuts the back door, it chases dust up, and you get it that way. Or dogs suddenly walking about, movement, sofas, that type of thing. Certainly on one of the movies that I sent you yesterday, it shows the effect what happens when you you pat a simple thing such as a cushion. So it is dust. I just don't know what may have caused that one. Normally we used to see it just falling from ceilings and stuff. The effect is identical. This one just swirls as if some sort of air movements chasing the dust about. So that's fine. I'm fine with that one. Okay, we're number 5 now. Again, we're getting the audio stream error. Real shame that one of the reasons why I got onto this one straight away is because of the report of bangs and knocks, which is one that's always of interest. Okay, let's look at this at normal speed first. Yeah, a little bit just dust again, that. Yeah, I don't understand why these are just 12 seconds long, because the event actually occurs at 2 seconds. Normally you get 5 seconds, so you may stand a bit of a chance of finding out what's actually caused the dust fall. This is dated the 13th. The one before, was it? I think it was the 12th. Yeah, it's the 12th, 13, 13, 13, the day after. Let's get that right. So this one occurs 13:31 on the 12th. That's swirling dust. The day after, exactly 24 hours later, it's exactly 24 hours. This is now the 13th. That's a hell of a coincidence, down to the second that the dust is moving, and it is dust. Right, okay. One thing you could possibly look at from a rational point of view is you can see clearly there are 2 different movies based over 2 days, exactly 24 hours to the second. There is dust movement. Now, things like certainly in winter, we've had problems with central heating boilers that start up at exactly the same time, such as a water heater. Other such things is if you're putting things on like a washer or a dryer, dishwasher, that type of thing. Because we've got no audio, it's impossible to know if we can actually hear something. I have looked at movies when I realised that there was a dishwasher starting up at a particular time when the people were in bed. So one of the first things you need to look at, and we know it's in this living room area, is there anything on a timer that may explain this dust fall over both exactly the same times. It's a bit too much of a coincidence that to say that it would be paranormal in nature, mainly because it's dust. You know, if you can come back to me on that, what have you got coming on timer wise, electrics that may explain that type of dust fall or movement? Because it's certainly something on the one earlier the day before. This one's just like a bit of a quick movement of dust that's on the 13th, and we go back to the 12th. It's the same time, and it's just swirling. There's something here around this corner of this room that's switching on, and to cause that. So a bit of investigation for you, David. Look forward to hearing what you come back with on that one. So okay, but nothing to be concerned about. It is dust. We just don't know what's caused it, and anything that's exactly 24 hours to the second is got to have a rational explanation for it. Okay, no audio again. Sort that audio out, be brilliant. Okay, let's just go back. Been screen up. Let's see what's on this one. This is the 15th. This is coming up to about 10 to 2 in the morning. Animal. Right. They will kick up dust, and often owners of dogs in particular, when they put them in like the kitchen area, lock the door, the amount of insects we get with them when the dog's knocking about is incredible. Some people get quite horrified when they see just how many insects an animal can attract. But it's the movement of the dog that's caused the alert. Now the dog is actually almost as if I remember right, I think you mentioned on the email that there was a sound which you could hear, which has alerted the dog. It's a couple of days after them other two that we saw. This is almost 10 to 2 in the morning. But we've got no audio to know what the dog is reacting to. I'm just going to have a look at that at slow speed. Okay, just take a few seconds for that to process. Let's slow that down. Yeah, it's ready to go. Yeah, it seems to be scanning towards the camera. The other thing with these cameras to be aware of, we're running a case in Chester. It's got several of these cameras, and one of the cameras in particular noisy. So when it picks an event up, it records the sound. There's something wrong with it. I think, as far as I'm aware, the guys replaced it. So the cameras can make clicking sounds Yeah, there's no audio for us to listen to, so it's difficult for us to know what caused that. Seems to be reacting to something of a disturbance. Yeah, I'm going to sit on the fence with that one. I'm not sure. Mainly because we haven't got the audio to confirm either way what that dog's reacting to. That one, yeah, so I've just got one more to do, so you just have to come back to me on that one. Sometimes we just don't know what the answer is, to be honest. We can never be 100% certain with everything, and the dog's reacting, but what's he reacting to? That's the thing. Without anything else to back that up, I think the way to list that will be unexplained. Software's decided to have a bit of a fit. Right, let's reopen that again. We've just got one more to do. So we've got a couple of things for you to come back to. As on one, there's these 2 days, 24 hours between, and when the dust suddenly arrives from nowhere. What could explain that one away? The dog, I don't think, will ever be able to come up with an answer with that unless the audio can somehow be retrieved. Okay, and that's the last one. Yeah, no audio. It's also, well, I think when the other software you use for the video, it's not indicating audio there either, so it's not in the stream. So it's not as if it's a correct format for the software that I'm actually using. So it's just unfortunate, really. Right, let's look at this one. This is coming up again to 10 to 2 on the 16th. Similar time as the one before. That's 1:49. And this one 1:59. Yeah, okay. Almost 24 hours. Ah, the dog's there now, is it?